So I guess it's time to head back in the game. We're going to be starting on Inevitable by Kisla and Manox for the 1v1. And the 1v1 is going to be opposing... Okay, so far we are still going to be on the warm-up a little bit, so sorry for being a little bit enthusiastic, but I'm activating the scoreboard nonetheless. Thank you very much, Piana, for the kind words. Really appreciate that. So I'm wondering who will be actually playing for Team 4Wheels and who will be playing for Team THE. So far we see everyone. So Team 4Wheels will be in Team Blue and THE Blue will be playing in red. Huh. How canon is that? Not that much canon for THE, I'm imagining, but that's okay. There's a we need to differencing, and of course 4Wheels is on their home server. So yeah, they're actually hosting the match. So it makes sense that they would choose blue, given that the blue is maybe the color of their logo and the main color of their car. So yeah, totally understandable in the end. A little bit of warm-up being driven by Asa that we see on screen. Or maybe are we playing the 2v2 up first? I didn't see that. Hello Virgilius, hope you're doing well. Another warm-up. 2 warm-ups and then we are going live with the very first sub-match. I wonder if it is going to be a 1v1 or 2v2. It seems as though the pointers are for a 2v2 between basically Magorin and Zloty for THE, and then Asa and Schillerside for Team 4Wheels. It might be a 1v1 either, so I think I did miss a couple messages here and there. I'm really sorry about this because, yeah. Did you guys vote for the pass in? There was a vote. I didn't see the vote actually pop up, so unfortunately I may have missed that. But hope you're not mad at me for that though, because I was trying to prepare for mostly prepare for 4Wheels versus We Are Positive. I'll admit. I'm also somewhat prepared for THE versus 4Wheels. But yeah, trying to get the history right on some of these guys, it's a bit of a difficult one. I posted a vote on into Pax Twitter comment. Oh, yeah, I might have missed that, unfortunately. Anyways, we're about to get started. Good luck, have fun, everyone. And it seems like it is a 2v2 up first, so a 1 sub-match point available up first, and it is going to be... No, it is indeed a 1v1. Magorin versus Asa. Sorry for the kerfuffle here, but we're starting with a bit of West Cam shot. Magorin getting the whole shot at the first checkpoint. Asa trying to retake the lead from Magorin, making it stick at the next checkpoint. So far, so good. The two players are keeping really close to each other after the starting sequence. No big mistakes. Now we're going to be heading back to the far perspective of Asa, the Austrian player Asterix, of his former name in Trackmania Nations Forever. Actually, also former Rocket League player this year, playing on the national level in Australia. So far it is Magorin though from Team THE, currently leading the charge by a 1/10 of a second in front of Asterix. Moving on to this final part of the track. Make sure to retain a lot of speed here. 300 kilometers an hour from Magorin, clearing the jump with the low line through here. Now onto the final section of the course, a section of 180 turns, and Asa with a much more inside line. Magorin having dropped a lot of speed, he will snipe at the line. No, for less than 200ths of a second. Good round, 55.988 for Asa in the end, who wins and makes the first point on the board for Team 4Wheels. First to 7, remember, in this 1v1 to move to actually get a single sub-point match. Let me actually put that on the leaderboard. There we go. Asa getting the whole shot at the first 2 checkpoints, 300ths of a second ahead of Magorin right now. Following the perspective of the Polish driver from Team THE. Magorin keeping close tabs with Asa at the present moment. Asa managing to make to pull a little bit of a gap of 1/10 before the grass section at the very least. Magorin able to catch him back up, trying to pile on the pressure on the 4Wheels driver, heading into the final sector of the map. Asa going with an aggressive entry through there, although Magorin was much smoother through there and much momentum allows him to take the lead into the final part of the map. Now, this is where Magorian lost out to Asa. Will he be able to retain that advantage now? Going for a little bit of a wider line compared to Asa, but that will not be enough for the Australian to catch up. 55.972 for Magorian, who wins the round and equals the points tally 1-1 for THE versus 4Wheels in this first 1v1, in this first sub-match. I'm going to be staying with the perspective of Asif for the present moment. First checkpoint, Asif for 3006, the whole shot. Then second checkpoint, 100th ahead of Magorian, but with a much cleaner line. Magorian takes the lead into the third checkpoint and manages to retain it after a bit of a wide corner from Asa right here. He tries to keep as much speed as he can through the corner, but it's this slight difference of line allows Magorian to edge him out in the lead right now before the grass section. We're halfway through the map now, and Magorian leads by less than 1/10 of a second. Uphill we go from this left-hander, snap the direction towards the right, drift through there on the flat road. Back through the grass, Asa forced to actually correct and steer away from the wall. That could have been catastrophic if he turned into a little bit too early and kept that going. And Asa is now seeing Magorian pull away to 2.5 of a second of a gap between first and second. Magorian should have this in the bag with just one final corner to go. Magorian going for a more aggressive inside line, and he will win with a 55.897, again improving his time on the local leaderboard to a top 5. And he will make it so that THE lead 2-1 in this 1v1. Yeah, really nice time from Magorian to put himself 5th in the standings. He's less than 1/10 away from Asa and even Karyan's best time here on the server with a 55.798 in favor of the Swedish driver, of the Swedish team captain, should I say, of Team 4Wheels. And so far, Asa in this round trying to uphold the honor of Team 4Wheels and managing to take the lead away from Magorian. Magorian not able to catch up to Asa. Asa going really close to the outside wall. Could have been catastrophic here if he touched the outside. But the Australian manages to keep his head cold and pull the gap to 2.5 of a second to Magorian. Last time it was Magorian who was able to pull a gap like that. Now it is Asa's turn to do that, but he drops a lot of speed at the jump transition. So Magorian is back within his clutches and takes the lead. Heading into the next checkpoint, it's going to be up to the final turn and the final jump to the side. Both are going for a relatively equal line, and Magorian will take it for less than 1/10 again. 55.977 from Magorian, making it 3-1 for Team THE in this 1v1 versus 4Wheels. Moving on to round number 5 then in this 1v1, Magorian and Asa neck and neck heading into the second checkpoint. Third checkpoint as well, looking extremely close. Good start section from both players, no mistakes happening so far, and even the tiniest change of lines can be extremely painful and extremely costly in tech right here. So far, both drivers are not putting an inch wrong and not giving themselves an inch, but not putting a foot wrong. But as I say that, Asa makes a critical mistake touching the outside, and that will give Magorian the free rein to actually manage to make it through to the next section and potentially win the round right here. Following the perspective of the Polish driver from Team THE, the final section of the track coming up, the final corner and the final jump. There could still be heartbreak, and he might be forced to go through the city finish if he fails this jump, but he will not falter. 56.192 at the end, a pretty slow round that will still yield the win to Magorian after the mistake from Asa a little bit earlier in the round, halfway through the map at the first pass through the grass, and that will be 4-1 for Team THE in this 1v1. Magorian just 3 rounds away from giving the first point on the board to Team THE in their match against 4Wheels. Magorian cheered on by Mopel in the chat, in the game chat actually. Magorian keeping really close to the inside wall, trying to overtake Asa, but so far they're neck and neck. And Asa is not giving an inch to Magorian, trying to pile on the pressure, trying to push the Polish player to make a mistake. So far they're really cool, they're really good neck and neck, and Asa with a bit of a wider line manages to edge out the Polish driver in the lead for 0.5 of a second. It's still going to be all to play for in the final section of the map right now. Coming up to the jump, Magorian with much more speed at the entry and much more momentum carried through the corner manages to go past Asa in the lead right now with 5-1 potentially on the cards. for Magorian at the end of this round. Final corner coming up in the final jump while Asa tried to snipe him. It does not look like to be enough. 55.914 for Magorian, who wins and makes the tally 5-1 in favor of Team THE in that 1v1. Just 2 rounds left before the first sub-match point is attributed, and it could very well go in Trackmania Heroes Europe's favor. Again, a really close start between these two players, although Asa maybe has bitten a little bit of grass and the entry to the third checkpoint. Thankfully, it did not cost him any time, did not cause any damage to the pace of the Australian player from Team 4Wheels so far. Magorian and Asa are neck and neck heading into the grass section. Asa with a wider line, able to edge out again. Magorian to the lead of the race, still looking to be the strong suit of Asa right now, but the strong suit of Magorian is this next corner. He was able to carry so much speed in the previous round. He's not able to carry as much speed as he would have liked through this corner on this occasion, but still able to catch back up to Asa, going back to and challenge for the lead right now, but Asa manages to keep it going as Magorian went for a bit of a wider entry. Final corner coming up at the final jump. Asa should make it another round for Team 4Wheels. 56.002. Asa bridges the gap from 5-1 to 5-2 in this 1v1. Still an advantage, significant advantage for Team THE, who can still afford to lose a few rounds here and still have a chance of winning that 1v1. Actually, let's take a look at the helicam, shall we? Getting a little bit of a aerial view here that I did not take advantage of aside from the first round. And so far, look at this. They're still looking really close to each other, with Asa currently marginally in the lead, lagging less than a tenth. Onto the corner before the grass section. Asa again keeping the advantage over Magorian. Magorian trying to be a bit more aggressive on the inside, trying to get a little bit straighter line, trying to go for the pass of least resistance. Better than Asa, but so far the Australian driver from Team 4Wheels is looking set in stone. But look at that corner from Magorian again. That difference in speed really shows as Magorian moves on to the lead and takes first place away from Asa with just a few corners left to go. But Asa is now right back within his clutches. Final corner coming up. Can Asa snipe it? It could still happen, but no. Magorian will win again, and he moves on to sub-match point with a 55.495. Good round from Asa, who gave it his all in the end. 6-1 for Team THE, who are moving on to sub-match point. 6-2. And THE are on the first of 5 sub-match points right now. Sub-match round number 1 for Team THE, with Magorian on his first attempt to close it out. So far, after 4 checkpoints, it is Asa who has the lead by 1/10 of a second over Magorian, but Magorian knows that he has an ace up his sleeve with the checkpoint 13, which is the checkpoint 10 turn with the jump to the upper road, where he's able to carry so much more speed than Asa on occasions. But meanwhile, that round is not shaping in the way to be in the way of THE's man right now. Asa pulling away to 2.5 of a second. Hopefully that should be enough for the Team 4Wheels player to keep ahead of Magorian after the jump. And he clips actually on the outside, so that's going to be a death from Magorian right here, allowing Asa to have free reign and actually move into the finish and jump to the finish with a 3rd point on the board for Team 4Wheels in this 1v1. It's going to be 6-3 with a time of 56.268 for Asa. Again, we're back to 3 points of difference between THE and 4Wheels, and that's the very first attempt lost for Team THE. Second attempt coming up now with Magorian. Take 2. Asa getting the whole shot for the first checkpoint, then it is Magorian's turn at the second checkpoint. Both players keeping off the grass within each other as they cross the 3rd checkpoint. This is brilliant stuff, brilliant start from Asa as well, able to actually come back from the deficit at checkpoint 2 and move up into the lead of the race. But look at this, it's really a tiny margin that we're talking about here. It's tiny gains over the course of a line, but Magorian touches the inside wall. That's going to be already putting the Polish driver in serious dismay. 1.3 seconds down, Asa's got pretty much free reign to finish the round and get another point on the board and close that gap again to Team THE and make it 2 points of a difference between the two teams. Another chance thrown away by Magorian, but Mopel cheering him up in the chat, telling him to refocus and closing it out. Really some patronizing words here from Mopel in the game chat. 56.228 for Asa, who makes it 6-4 8th favor Team THE, second bullet that has been fired off into the distance for Team THE, so to speak, the proverbial bullet being that final round from the 1v1, but Margorin on to the third attempt. Maybe third time's the charm for Margorin. Maybe he will be able to close it out this round. We'll have to see. So far, the two players are not giving themselves an edge. Currently, Asa edging out Margorin by half a tenth of a second right now. Heading onto checkpoint 5, Asa still leading by 6/100ths of a second. Moving onto the corner where Margorin made the mistake the previous round. He learned his lesson and actually keeps the line really tight through there, so he's able to keep the fight going against Asa. Manages to avoid the clip on the struts, and actually with the good inside line, takes the lead into the next checkpoint. They're still neck and neck. Moving onto the jump, this is where Margorin has very much a pace advantage compared to Asa right now. Onto the jump, Margorin keeps the lead, and Asa was forced to release, forced to break a little bit. That will give Margorin a bit of room to breathe, heading to the final section with 3/10 of a gap between Margorin and Asa in first and second. Final corner left to go, and Margorin will close this out, and THE take the first match. GG for Team THE, 56.008 for Margorin, who takes the series to 7-4 and gives the first sub-match point to Team THE, 1-0 after the 1v1. GG's in the chat for Team THE, but also give it up for for Asa, for Team 4Wheels, who kept Margorin honest and tried to put up a fight really nicely through here. So we are done with the 1v1. The 2v2 is up next. We're just going to be waiting for the lineups from the 2v2 to be formed. Let's actually check in a little bit of the helicopter view to see if there is anyone. So we got Piranha running, we got Karyan running, we got Thompson running, and it seems as though we from what I could see in the chat, there might be Chiller Side actually playing in this 2v2 situation. We're gonna have to wait to see if that is confirmed. But first of all, thank you for tuning into day 3. Oh, it's still the graphic of day 1. Oh fuck. I guess it's time to update then. Let me just pull out the stream graphics, shall we? Let me just pull out the master file from Photoshop. Live direction and live production goals. CPS stream master file. Should be the right file. I might have cocked up actually. Hold on. Hopefully you guys don't mind the slight mess of day 1. Not me changing it to day 3, shaking my head. So Chiller Side, Thompson. So Chiller Side and Karyan for Team 4Wheels, and Thompson and Piranha will be playing for Team THE, as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen. In fact, let me actually put the game screen up right now whilst I try to change my my stream overlay quickly. Now remember, we're not live yet. Oh, we are getting the restart, so we might be live. 2 warm-ups and then live again. You can see that from poker, restart, 2 warm-ups and then live. So we're about to get started with the 2v2. No rest for the wicked. No time to change the screen graphics. We're back again with THE versus 4Wheels. Margorin is not going to be playing the 1v1. We're going to be seeing, as you can see from the players, Piranha and Thompson for Team THE versus Chiller Side and Karyan for Team 4Wheels. So there you go. Those are going to be your 2 players. Go Piranha. Hello Tac. Hope you're doing well, and hope that I hope that everything will go well for day 2 of the Elite Cup. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Also, there was a follow that I did miss. Thank you very much to Matze. Hello Trolle. Hope you're doing well, and thank you very much to Lil Trek 7 for the follow as well. Very much appreciated, man. So a second warm-up on Inevitable by Manox and Kisla before we go live. Just trying to change a few things here on my my Photoshop for my face cam scene. I completely forgot to update it. Really sorry about that. I mean, day one's been so long ago that I completely forgot to update most of my assets, funnily, to update some of the assets, funnily enough, so... Second warm-up about to get underway. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Niltrek. Yeah, 1v1 was won by Magorian 7-4. Also gave him a good fight, but yeah, in the end it was Mago who won. Okay, players are starting to come to the end of their warm-up rounds. We are getting ready to rip it, to let it rip. Magorn will be retiring. Of course, he will not be playing the 2v2. We're going to be heading back to the helicam for the start of this round. So the 2v2 coming up. Magorian managed to get the final round nicely done, actually. He managed to get a much better advantage compared to Asa in one of the turns. Anyways, 2v2 underway. Here we go. Karian and Chiloside for Team 4Wheels, Piranha and Thompson for Team THE Blue. First to 5 in this series. Remember, we're not going for first to 7. And still, 1 point on the board for a 7-match win. So far, Chiloside and Karian getting the lead after the first 4 checkpoints. Piranha and Thompson behind them. Chiloside going for a bit of an aggressive inside line at the exit of the bank curve. Karian going really wide, trying to carry as much speed as he can into the next corner. Onto the transition to the grass right now. Karian and Chiloside second and first respectively. Karian trailing his teammate Chiloside, but currently under the assault of Piranha, who tries to split the two. Meanwhile, then we're going to get onto the jump. Piranha making the mistake, so that's going to leave Thompson all alone to fight against the two 4Wheels guys, who are going to have free reign over this round. They're running 1 and 2 right now, in formation within each other almost, as we're heading towards the final couple of turns with the final jump coming up. And there we go. Karian and Chiloside win the first round of this 2v2 with 56.045 for Karian and 56.124 for Chiloside. 1-0 for Team 4Wheels in this 1v1, who are looking to get back on track after the loss from the 1v1 versus Magorian. Looks free. It might be, well, it looks free, but it might not be as free. We're gonna have to see how THE responds. Magorian putting a .72 in the 2v2 warm-up, even though he was not playing. Yeah, that pretty pog time from Magorian. Meanwhile, Piranha and Thompson going for a line towards the inside more than Karian and Chiloside. So far, it is a perfect split between THE and 4Wheels in favor of THE, but as I say that, Piranha hits the top of the CP, making it a potential draw situation right now. Let's go to the perspective of Chiloside. Karian taking the lead over Thompson before the jump. Oh, he does have barely enough speed to clear it, but he hits the wall as well. So now it's going to be up to Chiloside to actually go ahead of Thompson at the final jump. It could be a draw situation, or it could be another 4Wheels point. It's up to the final jump to decide. Thompson should be able to keep ahead. No, he falls at the end. And so it will be another 1-2 for Team 4Wheels, 2-0. After the mistake from Thompson, who went a little bit too low at the final jump, and that will gift the second round to Team 4Wheels, 2-0 for the team from Karian. Thompson getting a really good start at the first 2 checkpoints, neck and neck with Karian into the 3rd checkpoint so far. Everyone within half a tenth of each other. Heading into checkpoint 5, Karian going for a bit of a wider line. Same goes for Chiloside. Piranha a bit more conservative, more of an inside line. Same goes for Thompson. Karian taking the lead, going really close to the inside wall. In the inside ball out before the grass transition. Currently, Karian battling with Piranha, with Thompson in P3 and Chiloside in P4. This could be a draw situation if Karian was to keep ahead of Piranha. It's actually following the perspective of Chiloside right now at the tail end of the group. going for the jump. Oh, Karian clips! That will give the round potentially for THE. Thompson under the threat from Chiller's side. No respawn, remember, so Karian is definitely out of the running. So that will be a point for Team THE, 2-1 for Trackmania Heroes Europe. Piranha with a 56.033 in front of Chiller's side, and Thompson 2-1 in this 2v2. First point on the board for Team THE. Start looking pretty good so far. Oh, Chiller start touching a bit too much of the grass, maybe even clipping a little bit of lamppost, so he's going to be out of it, leaving Karian all on his own to try and actually battle it out against the two THE guys. But so far, he's holding his own and trying to take the lead away from the THE boys. That's actually from the perspective of Piranha right now, sitting in third place alongside Thompson. In joint second position, should I say, trying to catch up to Karian in first position, moving up the leaderboard. Karian still in first position, potentially making it a draw for Team 4Wheels right now. Onto the jump where he clipped a little bit last time. He manages to claim it safely through there now. Piranha and Thompson second and third, with Cernosat in fourth. It could still be a draw, the first draw that we see in this match. Karian is still in the lead heading into the final turn, and it should be a-okay. It should be a draw right now. And it is indeed a draw. Karian with a 55.998. Chiller side apologizing in the game chat for the mistake. It is indeed a draw that we get. Still 2-1 in favor of Team 4Wheels in this 2v2. As we're going to be heading back to the aerial view, a bit of helicopter camera action for the start of this round. Oh, Karian with an aggressive inside line, touching a bit on the grass to take the lead from Thompson. Chiller side in P3, with Piranha just behind them in fourth and last position, trying to switch the lines up a little bit compared to Team 4Wheels. Thompson and Chiller side going really wide. Karian going a bit too much on the inside, dropping momentum compared to even Piranha, who's overtaking him for P3. Karian hits the wall, so that's going to be a 2v1 again in favor of Team THE. Thompson in first place, with Chiller side in second place, and Piranha in P3. Is Karian still in live? No, there is only one player from Team 4Wheels, so there's no potential for a draw situation unless a mistake happens from one of the Team THE players that forces him to retire. Oh, Chiller side messing up the drift, and will be a 1-2 for Team THE. Thompson in first, Piranha in second, with just the final corner and the final jump left to go. It should be an equalizer for Team THE in this 2v2. 56.170 for Thompson. Piranha in second place and Chiller side in third will make it 2-2 between THE and 4Wheels on this 2v2. Asa showing a little bit of support to his teammate, as does Lottie showing support to his fellow compatriot Thompson and to his teammate Piranha as well. So far, fourth checkpoint, it is going to be Piranha ahead of Thompson at that checkpoint, with Chiller and Karian behind them. But Chiller and Karian are trying to make short work of Piranha and have already passed Thompson. Moving on to the next corner from the perspective of the Chiller side. Piranha going too wide and hitting the wall. That will give the opportunity for 4Wheels to put a third point on the board. Chiller taking the lead ahead from Karian, with Thompson and Piranha in third and fourth. Piranha way far behind, not able to do anything. So it's going to be up to Thompson to try and split them and try actually potentially to take first place, following the perspective of the Team THE player from Poland. The jump nicely negotiating. Thompson with a really nice and tidy line through there, potentially in a battle with Karian for P2 right now. Karian coming back in with a much better line through the corner, much better speed. Through the final turn we go. Chiller side first, but it's going to be Karian who edges him out on a tie. In the times, 56.198 for both Karian and Thompson, but Karian takes the second place, and it's going to be 3-2 for Team 4Wheels, just 2 rounds away from winning the 2v2. Incredible race from Karian and Thompson here. Following the perspective of Piranha from Germany, from Team Trackmania Heroes Europe Blue, trying to recover from the mistake that he made in the previous round. Thompson going a bit wide at the entry to the fourth checkpoint, allowing both Chiller and Karian to pull away from THE Blue at the present moment, with 0.2 of a second between Karian, Chiller and Piranha at the present moment. Nobody touching the walls on the inside or outside of the corner before the grass transition. Karian going a bit too close, maybe for comfort to the CP, but still it looks like a 1-2 for Team 4Wheels at the moment, heading to the jump. Jump coming up, no clips from either Carnian on Chiller side or Piranha. Thompson is up on his roof, so that's going to be done. And Piranha makes a mistake as well as I come back to him, so it should be a surefire win for Team 4Wheels as we're going to be heading back to the perspective of the Chiller side. Retirement from Thompson. Carnian with a 55.924 wins ahead of Chiller side. And we're going to be heading onto sub-match point again, this time for Team 4Wheels. They have the chance to equalize the series and bring it on to 1-1 before heading into the first 3 versus 3. This could potentially be the final round of this 2v2. They have 3 attempts right now at closing this out for Team 4Wheels. Chiller side taking the lead ahead of Thompson, Piranha, and Carnian after the 3rd checkpoint, 4th checkpoint. Chiller side still retaining in the lead ahead of both Thompson and Piranha, with Carnian in 4th place. Still the standings remain the same. Carnian with a bit of an inside line overtaking both Piranha and Thompson from Team THE. Moving on to the grass transition now. Nobody touching the outside. Piranha dropping a bunch of speed though, so that will allow Thompson to move through. But now it's still a clear 1-2 for Team 4Wheels, with Chiller side leading Carnian, then Piranha and Thompson in 3rd and 4th. Moving back to the perspective of Thompson right now, just ahead of his teammate Piranha, moving on to the jump. No clips from either member from Team 4Wheels. A nice and tidy lap from Carnian, going neck and neck with his teammate for the lead. Piranha and Thompson do not have any response to the pace of Team 4Wheels right now. Just one final corner and one final jump to go. No, Chiller side clips. This could be a draw. The critical mistake from Chiller side at the end. Critical mistake from Chiller side, clipping the CP where it looked like it was an easy round for 4Wheels. Chiller side makes the unfortunate clip on the pillar of the final checkpoint before the turn. And that makes it a draw. There's another attempt. There's no longer 3 attempts but 4 attempts, with one of them already being wasted. Chiller side is going to have to sort that out, trying to finally close out the round if he is to take this team to a 5-2 situation for Team 4Wheels and the win in this 2v2 sub-match so far. Carnian and Chiller side still leading 1st and 2nd, Piranha 3rd, and Thompson in P4. Thompson a little bit further behind currently. Piranha putting up a fight to Carnian and Chiller side, taking the lead of the round. This could be a draw, especially important, especially since Thompson has just hit the wall. Piranha clips. It should be enough to actually warrant the win for Team 4Wheels, as Thompson still is in the race, but unfortunately for Piranha, it is a retirement. Chiller side going a bit wide, trying to carry as much speed as he can. Carnian and Chiller side will win the round. It is GG for Team 4Wheels. 5-2 means that they are going equal, 1-1, one series, one sub-match to one sub-match 1 for Team THE versus Team 4Wheels, as we're heading into the 3 versus 3. Chiller side apologizing for his CP hit in the previous round. Asa with a little bit of a cheeky response saying that he's going to report him. And now we're going to move on to the first 3v3 of this match, which is going to be played on Kaorin by I think it's Cubis. No, Licorice is by Cubis, and Kaorin is by let me actually check the map order. I do have the maps. Doi. Yeah, it is Mephisto's map. World record held by Feed with a 54.273 in favor of the No Limit Proxies player for the first 3v3. First to 7, we're back to a first to 7, and now each sub-match 1 counts because the sub-match here is worth 2 points. And we're playing with tennis mode as well, meaning that we're going to need 2 points of a gap for the match results to be validated. Otherwise, we're keeping on playing until there is a 2-point gap. So players getting their warm-up on. We're going to see other players step up to the plate here in this 3v3. It seems as though we might be seeing poker playing here for the first time in this match. We also got Moppe joining in. Just going to be waiting for a little bit. Apparently, we're still going to be... we had a direct map restart, it seems like, with 2 warm-ups and then live. We're going to be waiting for the GLHFs to be sent. But first of all, thank you very much to those of you who tuned into the cast of Day 3 of CPS 22. This is match number 1. Match number 2 happening at 8 p.m. will be, well, 4Wheels versus We Are Positive, Carnian and Company versus the TMGL gang. It's going to be exciting to watch. 8 p.m. with the pre-show at 4 p.m. at 7:30 with ID Coldal up first, so make sure to be there. There will be a bit of a break between match 1 and match 2. I'll cut off the stream just to go get a little bit of dinner, so there you go. Also, thank you, RSTFG, for the follow. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a big post champ, Quasar. That's pretty much the most anticipated match of the year, if I'm not mistaken. I know we all keep saying that often, but it very well is a really hotly awaited match. So let's actually see. We got Chillerside, we got Darkbringer in here, so we might see a complete roster shit with Grit Poker and Chillerside potentially playing for Grit Poker and Darkbringer, sorry, playing for Team 4Wheels, whilst Team THE will see Moped play alongside Eddie and Zolotti, I think, if my intuition is correct. And also thank you, Quasar, for the follow. Very much appreciated, man. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you'll enjoy the stream. And I hope you're having a good weekend and having a good week. I had a good week overall. It seems like the GLHF has been called, so we're gonna get started right away with the 3v3, ladies and gentlemen. The matches are just piling in today. 3 versus 3, the first 3 versus 3 of this match between Team 4Wheels and Team THE. We're about to see another one being played due to the equality you see in the scoreboard, 1-1. So, teams. Let's actually see. Chilloside will be playing alongside Carian and Poker with Moped, Piranha, and Thompson playing for Team THE. First up, it is Thompson who has the lead, heading into the next checkpoint with Moped alongside him. Carian and Chillerside are leading. Piranha hits the wall, so that's going to be a 3 versus 2 already in the favor of Team 4Wheels. Let's actually change perspective and try to follow Poker. And actually, Thompson hits the wall. Chillerside clips a little bit of the lamppost as well, so now we're down on the 2v1. It's still in favor of Team 4Wheels right now, with Moped alone in the lead of the race. Carian trying to catch up to the German from Team THE. Onto the jump to the Sausage Road. So far, Moped retains the advantage. Oh, Moped with a bit of a sluggish exit through there. He even gets the airtime at the next one. And now it is going to be Carian versus Poker 1 and 2. And that's going to be an easy first point for 4Wheels. 11 points on the board, with the 12th one potentially coming in with the finish of... I completely forgot it. Chillerside, there you go. 12 points on the board, and that's going to be 1-0 for Team 4Wheels in this first 3 versus 3. Flyer beat Massa 7-6 in the 1v1 between the Limit Proxies and We Are Positive, you're meaning. Thank you for the ticker, Virgilius, and hello, Speed Self. Hope you're doing well. So, next round underway. Moped taking the brief lead ahead of his fellow competitor Chilloside and Piranha of German 1-2-3, but Piranha has a bit of a wider exit. Poker as well, so they're going to be both down in 5th and 6th position. Thompson having a bit of a lag spike through there, but that's okay. Poker is way too far down. Piranha's made a mistake as well. Now it's a 2v1 between Thompson, Carian, and Chillerside, as apparently Poker fell by the wayside. Piranha and Moped have fallen by the wayside as well. This could still be a point in favor of Team 4, especially if Poker manages to move back up the order. He's currently sitting in P5. Moped is down in last place, so that might be completely done for. Meanwhile, towards the front of the field, Thompson trying to split the 2 4Wheels players between themselves, but now Carian and Chilloside have got this underway and in the bag. Carian will win the run with a 54.731 in the books. Chillerside in 2nd position, Thompson and Piranha 3rd and 4th, but Poker in 5th will seal the deal and seal the round in favor of Team 4Wheels 2-0 in this first 3v3. Apparently, there was a bit of a slowdown from Poker in the previous round, explaining maybe that drop of pace from the Austrian player. Let's actually get a little bit of a gander at the perspective of Poker, but as I say that, I spectate Thompson, and he unfortunately flips over, so we're already down on the 2v3 situation for Team THE, which is definitely not doing them any favors. Moped is alone amongst the swarm of 4Wheels players, with Chilloside and Carian leading 1st and 2nd, Moped 3rd, and Poker 4th, and then there was quite a way down before we find Piranha in 5th position. He actually made another mistake as well. He's down in last place, with Thompson having retired. Poker trying to overtake Moped for 3rd place. So far it is Carian and Chilloside, and Moped has again a sluggish exit from the bump road section. Oh, he touches the inside, going a little bit too aggressive in there, and it's going to be an ace, potentially an AA ace profiling for 4Wheels. Chilloside will win ahead of Carian with a 54.918. Carian 2nd and Poker 3rd. The first ace of this 3v3 happening in this instance, 3-0 for Team 4Wheels. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's a. You can't thank Nick Ruff for actually making me learn that that expression. So, following the perspective of Thompson again, through the start of this next round. Second checkpoint, it is Chillercide who leads in front of Karian, then Piranha and Mopil and Thompson 3, 4, 5, and Poker down in last position. Let's actually check in on some of the players. Chillercide having made the early mistake, Mopil making a mistake as well, so we're down to a 2v2 situation at the front for Team 4Wheels and Team THD. Otherwise Chillercide having the advantage over Mopil could really swing the odds in the favor of Team 4Wheels at the present moment. Piranha and Thompson trying to split the two 4Wheels players, Karian and Poker, from each other. 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now for Karian, Thompson, Poker, and Piranha. So far, Poker in third place, Karian leading would give the point to Team THC, win the perfect checkerboard with the blue dominant color. Moving on to the final part of the map. Will Thompson get overtaken by Poker? No, Karian will win the round, however, with a 54.695. Thompson second, Poker third, Piranha fourth, and Chillercide in fifth place will make it 4-0 for Team THC, currently sweeping Team THE away in this 2 versus 2. Following the perspective of Mopil from Team THE for this start of the round. First checkpoint, Chillercide holding the lead with Mopil getting the whole shot in the second checkpoint alongside his fellow compatriot for Team 4Wheels. Then Piranha trying to spring in and try to make the odds a little bit easier in favor of Team THE. So far, it hasn't really worked. Mopil still alone in the lead in front of Poker, Karian, and Chillercide, but Chillercide versus Piranha right now for P4. Chillercide currently having the advantage. Thompson having made a mistake. It seems like he's not made a mistake, but he's dropped in pace compared to the rest of the field. He's down in last place, around 3/10 down on the leader right now. And look at Team 4 trying to stick together, making it a 1-2-3 right now. P4 for Mopil trying to split the 3 4-wheels drivers who are currently together. Mopil again with a bit of an aggressive line through there. Piranha and Thompson are way down the field. Meanwhile, the perspective of Chillercide with Thompson having hit the wall. Mopil trying to split the 2 4-wheels, but it's not going to be enough to prevent 4Wheels from winning yet another round, with Karian winning with a 54.760. Mopil in second place does too little damage to the Team 4Wheels players. Poker and Chillercide finishing in third and fourth will make it 5-0 for Team 4Wheels. Just 2 rounds left for the European outfit to actually win versus Team THE in this first 3v3 and move it to 3-1. Following the perspective of the 2009 world champion right now, Karian, driving the round alongside Chillercide in first and second place. Poker in P3 makes it so far an ace for Team 4Wheels. Mopil trying to split the Team 4Wheels players that are currently together and trying to make a good job of it, but he touches the inside of the corner, so he's going to be out of it. Piranha is going to be the next man in charge of trying to make something happen. Thompson is really out of there, so it's going to 1 versus 3. That's not going to be helping Piranha at all. Piranha in P4, he can see the top 3 group, the blue armada of Team 4Wheels pulling away, with Poker having a bit of a sluggish landing through there. Apparently a connection issue from Piranha, it seems like. Is Piranha still alive? Yeah, Piranha's still alive. Chillercide has hit the wall. He had a bit of a bonk, but he still remains in P4. Karian will win ahead of Poker with a 54.878. Poker second, Piranha third, and Chillercide in P4. That's 6-0 for Team 4Wheels, with 1 last round left to play in this first 3v3 for 4Wheels to take that victory. And you can see the minuses being put in the chat from the Team THE members. Not a huge fan of cowering by Mephisto. On to the potential final round of this sub-match with a helicam to kick it off. Piranha having a bit of a connection issue. You can see him teleporting quite a bit on the track. Let's hope that his connection actually holds out, even though currently it might not be doing too much of a difference, as he currently is last in the field. Thompson in the lead. Mopil hits the wall, so he's going to be down 2v3. Karian hits the wall. Chillercide as well. That could be the opportunity for THG to get a point on the board. Thompson currently leading in front of Poker, and Piranha in third position, following the perspective of the German player from Team THG. Thompson in the lead is trying to run away. Chillercide in P4. The checkerboard should still be in favor of Team THG. There are no mistakes happening. Piranha a bit slow. That could potentially allow Chillercide to move through into third position. Again, a bit of a teleporting moment from Piranha, who still stays in P3 right now. Thompson first, Poker second. Piranha should be in P3. Yes, Piranha is indeed in 3rd place. It is the PB from Thompson. Chilloside 4th, Moped 5th, and it will be the first point on the board for Team THE, making it 6-1. You agree with the minus? Well, I haven't really played the maps that thoroughly, so I can't really speak for that, but everyone's free to have their own opinions of things. By the way, hope you're having a good weekend and you're enjoying the cast of day 3 of CPS. Currently, Chilloside and Piranha 1st and 2nd, Moped in P3, Car in P4, Thompson and Poker in 5th and 6th. Apparently there was a mistake from Thompson. Oh no, it's Piranha who made the early rip. So Piranha make it sit a 2v3 in favor of Team 4Wheels right now. Moped and Thompson trying to split the Team 4Wheels players apart, but right now it's not really going to be enough to prevent 4Wheels from winning another round. This another mistake happens. Chilloside and Corian 1st and 2nd, Moped and Thompson 3rd and 4th, Poker down in 5th place right now. Thompson trying to catch up to Chilloside and challenge for the lead right now. Chilloside hitting the wall that allows Thompson to move through to the lead of the race. Corian in 2nd place, Poker in P3. Chilloside in P4 though, so it will still be a round win for Team 4Wheels. Thompson potentially overtaken by Corian. No, Thompson wins the round with a 54.973, but with Corian, Poker, and Chilloside 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, it is the GG for Team 4Wheels who take the series to 3-1 by winning this first 3 versus 3, and we're about to get onto the second 3 versus 3 played out on Licorice by QBs. 11 out of 10 will choke again. That is the rating of the map for Moped. And so we're going to be moving on to the final 3v3, which is going to be played to decide whether we get a tie or if we get a win from Team 4Wheels. It is Licorice by QBs that is going to be up next. So the time for me to actually go back to the facecam, and thank you very much for tuning into the cast of CPS Day 3. Don't pay attention to the Day 1 that's on the graphic up there. I haven't took the time to update it. Really sorry about this. I'll try to update it for the following stream, which is going to happen at 8 p.m. At the end of this match, I'm going to have to cut off the stream and head for a bit of a dinner time break, so that I can actually get a little bit of replenishment and spend a little bit of time with my brother. And then we're going to be back at 7:30 with Ida Cole now for a bit of a pre-show before potentially the most awaited match of this competition, with 4Wheels that we're seeing on screen versus We Are Positive. Carian and Company versus the TMGL gang. That's right, it's right here on this channel at 8 p.m. Make sure to tune in. So, Licorice by QBs. From the mapping, the lap record is the world record is going to be a 54.273 by no, that was Kyle Rain, sorry. Licorice 55.035 by Zykos from Team Numalops. Can your brother talk as fast as me? I don't think I heard him talk as fast as me though. Not really sure he can actually pull it off. So it seems like we might have a bit of a shift in the lineups that are going to be playing. It seems as though we might be seeing Grit play for Team 4Wheels. Zloty will be playing for Team THE alongside Magorian and Eddie, it seems like. Meanwhile, if we go back to the helicam, can we actually see any other player that I might have missed? Asa might be playing this 3v3 after having missed out on winning the 1v1. Let's actually check in the players that are currently driving warm-up and try to make our own assessment here. So we got Asa in there, we got Carian, we got Grit in there, Carian, Zloty, Eddie, and Magorian. Moped will not be playing that second 3v3, so it seems like we got Asa, Grit, and Carian for that second 3v3. Otherwise, there might be a change in the air for Team 4Wheels that I might not have sensed right, so we're just gonna wait and see until the match starts. Poker asking if 4Wheels can go live after this. Players currently getting their warm-up done for this second 3v3, the final 3v3 of the match, which could decide either a tie for 1 point each, 1 point for each team, or 3 points for Team 4Wheels if they manage to actually win the round. Carian, okay, everybody is going to go live after this warm-up. Good luck and have fun, everyone. The final 3v3 of this first match of the day between 4Wheels and THE is about to get underway on Licorice by QBs. With a bit of helicam action to start it off, we're underway. Magorian, Asa. Okay, so we got Kari making a mistake already at the first round. Asa and Grit will be playing for Team 4Wheels with Magorian, Eddie, and Zloty playing for Team THE. So far, it is a 3v2 in favor of Team THE in this first round of the sub match. Grit trying to split the THE boys, but not managing to make any real work happen. 1, 2, 3 right now for Team THE. Grit in 4th place, Asa 5th, and Karian down in 6th place after his early mistake at the first checkpoint. Edging towards the final part of the track, a bit of a tricky drift through here. Grit's trying to keep tabs with Zloty and Eddie in 2nd and 3rd. And potentially trying to mix it up with the THE boys. Will they be able to actually split them before the end? We're coming to the final part of the track. Final checkpoint and then the finish coming up. With the jump into the finish, Magorian will win it in front of Asa. Zloty and Eddie will make it a THE round in this very first round. Karian, unfortunately, not able to, having made a really poor start, really appalling start. 1-0 for Team THE in this instance, in this first round of the second 3v3. We're gonna follow the perspective of Karian for this round. Start this time is nicely negotiated by Karian. But as I say that, he touches before the second checkpoint. He's gonna be down in last place forever now. Let's actually check in on the perspective of Grit from Team 4Wheels. Asa trying to mix it up with the THE boys, so does Grit. They're both trying to change it up a bit and try to split the THE players apart. Currently, Zloty having a bit of a slow line through there. Oh, was there a mistake from Asa? No, Asa is still alive, so Asa will still be in the fight. Magorian and Eddie, meanwhile, 1st and 2nd. Zloty is currently trying to catch up to 3rd place. Grit, he manages to make the move stick so far. Will he be able to make it stick so far now? Right now, just 2 corners to go, 1 corner to go. So far, it might be an ace for Team THE. Will Grit be able to split them up? No, it looks like an ace for Team THE. The first ace for the Trackmania Heroes Europe team. 2-0 for Team THE with a 55.422 from Magorian in this instance. 2-0 for Team THE in the second 3v3. Karian popping. Hey, Novice. Hope you're doing well. Poker cheering up his teammates just like in training, and Eddie makes a mistake, exactly the same mistake almost as Karian at the start, so that's going to be a 2v3 potentially in favor of Team 4Wheels. Now Team THE just has to win this round and finish also in second. 1st and 2nd are mandatory, otherwise the team could potentially be either a draw or a round for Team 4Wheels, looking to actually fight back from the early setback from round number 1 and 2. Karian currently sitting in 3rd place, Zloty a bit wide. Karian going for a bit of a low line. Zloty back up into 2nd position. Asa trying to catch up his teammate Karian to back him up. Then we got Grit in 3rd position, currently sitting, Grit in 5th position, currently sitting behind his 2 teammates, trying to see if there's anything happening from Magorian and Zloty that could potentially allow him to make it through. Zloty currently under threat from Asa and Karian. Will he be able to retain 2nd place onto the final corner? Magorian will win the round. Will Zloty be able to make it? No! It's gonna be a round for Team 4Wheels on countback. Karian 2nd and 3rd, Grit in 5th will make it so that it is 2-1 in favor of Team THE. This could potentially be the comeback for Team 4Wheels after the poor start from the first round. Following the perspective of Eddie, this time he manages to get to the start. As I say that, he goes too wide and actually falls by the wayside. He's not going to be able to respawn. It's a 3v2 already in favor of Team 4Wheels. Zloty and Magorian have to do this again, and this time have to pull it off. The one versus the 1st and 2nd place. Oh, as I say that, Asa has also made a mistake, so we're back up to a 2-on-2 situation between THE and 4Wheels. This time, it could either be a draw or could go either way. Zloty and Magorian currently confidently leading in 1st and 2nd place. 4Wheels have absolutely to win this round and split the THE drivers from themselves, having to see Zloty 2nd and 4th, but Karian hits the wall. This could be definitely the win for Team THE right here, right now for this round. Zloty in the lead in front of Grit and Magorian. Magorian trying to overtake Grit at the line. He might be able to make it stick, and yes, it's a 1-2 for Team THE, who makes it 3-1. Four rounds left to win for Team THE in order to tie the series and get at least a point on the board. in the Global League 1 rankings. On to the next round then. Karian and Zloty first and second, with Magorin in third, Grit in P4, Asa in fifth, and Eddie in P6. Yeah, let's actually see the perspective of Eddie at the tail end of the field. So far, no big mistakes happening from any player, no big ripperinos that we have yet to report on this round. Zloty going for a bit of a wide line, trying to go for a bit of a esoteric line at the bump row, which so far is paying off, even though Karian is currently leading. Zloty in second place, trying to take the lead away from Karian, not able to do so at the next checkpoint. Grid in P3, Magorin P4. This split could be in favor of Team 4Wheels, who could actually bridge the gap from to 3-2 right now. All they need to do is keep those positions. Oh, Asa forced to lift a little bit. Grit up into second place, can make it definitely a 4Wheels round. We're gonna have to see at the finish line. Karian, Zloty, Magorin, and Grit, with Asa making it a 4Wheels round again. It's gonna be 3-2 for Team THE. 4Wheels trying to bridge the gap as much as they can and try to close it out. Asa a bit of a wide start through there, demoting him down to P6 initially. Eddie up into P5 currently. Zloty having held the lead. Magorin forced to actually back out of a drift that was a little bit too early, that would have sent him into the wall. Zloty alone in the lead, with Karian and Grit just behind him. Eddie trying to back him up in P4, with then Asa and Magorin in P6. That's actually taking the perspective of the 1v1 play for Team THE. Zloty currently still holding the lead strong from Karian. Going a bit wide, allowing Karian and Grit to go through. Eddie in third, Zloty in fourth, Magorin in fifth. With the first and second, Team 4Wheels would still have the round win in the books. They now just need to keep their position. Eddie in P3, Asa in P4, trying to help the matters of Team 4Wheels somewhat. Magorin trying to prevent 4Wheels from winning, but it's not enough. Karian will win with a 55.275, Grit second, and Asa fourth will make it a tie in this 3v3 between 4Wheels and THE. Next round underway, and Magorin so far with Eddie have taken the lead of the proceedings. We're already having a rip from Asa, who is down in 6th position. Well, not a rip apparently, but he fell down to the last position on the board. This is one really close to 3v3. You're absolutely right, Piana. Meanwhile, Magorin taking the lead in front of Grit, then Eddie in third, Karian in fourth, Asa and Zloty battling for 5th position. Magorin still trying to pull away from the rest of the field, trying to get that round win secure from Team THE, but Eddie misses the drift. It hits the wall. It's a 3v2 in favor of Team THE, in favor of Team 4Wheels, and then a 3v1 as the mistake from Zloty also happens. It's a 2-3-4 right now for Team 4Wheels, potentially a 1-3-4, with Karian trying to overtake Magorin at the line. Magorin will win the round just with a 55.325. Karian, Asa, and Grit will make it 2-3-4 though, and will take the lead in this second 3v3, 4-3. Just 3 rounds left to go for Team 4Wheels in this 3v3. Again, following the perspective of Eddie for this start. Asa and Karian first and second. Zloty, Eddie, Magorin, and Grit in that order at the third checkpoints. Then Karian trying to make it a 1-2-3 for Team 4Wheels, currently leading the race with Asa to back him up in second place. Eddie trying to split the 4Wheels players from them. Zloty again, nice. What time is Magorin, who actually went for the alternative line over the bump road. Currently, Magorin sitting in 4th place, Eddie 5th with Zloty in 6th. It's still looking super close right now between the two teams as THE tries to actually get that advantage back. They're trying to get a sub-match win, at least a tie at the very least, sorry, going for them. Meanwhile, it might be still a point for Team 4Wheels. All eyes are on Grit, currently sitting in P5. It's still looking to be all set for a Team 4Wheels round onto the line, with Asa manages to not finish. Oh, it's gonna be a point for Team THE. Asa's mistake at the final jump has cost Team 4Wheels the point, 4-4. If it is this close, we're going to be heading into tennis mode, potentially into this potential sub-match. Now, come to think of it, there might not be a screen cut, just a break screen for the time being, whilst we get ready for the pre-show and get dinner before we get with Ira Koldal. Oh, that's a mistake from someone. That's Karyan, who actually made the mistake and hit the CP, making it a 3v2 in favor of Team THE. There just needs to be all players finishing for this to be around for the Trackmania Heroes Europe team. Asa trying to lead away from Magorin, Grit, and Zloty. Now all eyes are on Eddie. If he manages to win the round, this could be still a round for Team THE, unless Asa and Grit finish in first and second. So far, it does not look that way, as Grit is now in P4 with Asa in the lead, but Magorin reeling Asa into the final part of the course and overtaking him for the lead. Asa trying to make sure that Magorin doesn't win, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be the point for Team THE. Magorin in front of Zloty makes it a 1-2 even. Eddie in P5 will seal the deal. 5-4 for Team THE. They now move on to 2 rounds to go. Next round, just 2 rounds left to win for Team THE to actually tie the series and get 1 point on the board. Where's Dexter? Dexter is not in. Is not playing today, I think. Asa going toe to toe with Magorin and Eddie for the lead, with Grit and Karin trying to back him up. Let's actually follow the perspective of Grit, currently sitting in 5th position with Zloty in last. Zloty is not going to be of any help. He's currently in last place, helpless for his team right now. This could be in favor, be turning the tables in favor of Team 4Wheels to equalize the series. Magorin in first place. Asa, Grit, and Karin could make it 2-3-4 and win the round, but actually they're going a little bit more ambitious and challenging Magorin for the lead right now. With Asa, the closest contender to do so. Following the perspective of Karin right now, following his teammate Asa trying to overtake Magorin. It's not going to be enough for him to do it at the line. Magorin will win. Asa, Karin, and Grit will make it 2-3-4 though, and will tie the series. Oui. Bah, c'est pas fini, hein. 5-5. Sorry for the for a little bit of a call right here. 5-5 for Team THE versus 4Wheels. It might very well go into tennis mode, guys. After the start of the first 4 checkpoints, Eddie taking the lead ahead of Grits, who manages to retake the lead from Team THE, but so far it's looked like a red swarm compared to the rather scattered Team 4Wheels, but Zloty hits the wall. That's going to be potentially the cue for Team 4Wheels to actually get themselves a point on the board and move on to match points. Grit going a bit wide, like we're going to move through to lead battle for the lead right here. THE and Magorin, Eddie and Magorin trying to split the 4Wheels boys. Asa potentially in P5 could potentially swing the odds in favor of Team 4Wheels right now. Let's actually find Asa. Yeah, Zloty is way too far down the board to actually make anything happen. Grit will win in front of Magorin, Karin, and Eddie in 3rd and 4th. Then Asa 5th will make it 6-5 for Team 4Wheels. We're moving on to sub-match point and potentially match point for Team 4Wheels. They need to close this out now, otherwise we will be heading into tennis mode. Start of the next round. This one is absolutely paramount for both teams. This is paramount for THE to keep the dream alive for a tie, and it is paramount for Team 4Wheels to actually get that win, to get those 5 points on the board. Meanwhile, currently Karin leading the field in front of Magorin, Eddie, and Grit. Asa and Zloty battling for 5th position, heading into the second half of the map right now. Karin still battling with Magorin for the 1st position. Currently Grit battling with Eddie. So far it might be in favor of Team THE if Asa does not manage to overtake Zloty, but he tries to actually change the matters a fair bit. Grit also trying to change the matters in favor of Team 4Wheels by overtaking Eddie for P3. Karin meanwhile is under threat from Magorin for P1. At the present moment it's going to be all eyes on Asa. If he's able to actually make it to the finish in the right position, he could be giving the round to Team 4Wheels. Magorin wins in front of Brian and Grit, and now it is the GG, it seems. Yes, it is. 4Wheels wins 5-1 overall in this series, 7-5 in this sub match, which was incredibly close between 4Wheels and THE. But in the end, Team 4Wheels remain undefeated in the Global League 1, whereas it is going to be the very first loss actually for Team THE Blue. Now,